Good morning. Thank you for joining me for another 5 good minutes with the Word. I'm Barry Bryson. We're continuing our study of 2nd John. We're going to finish the text today and then have a conclusion study tomorrow. We're in verses 12 and 13. 2nd John, written by the Apostle John in the 90s, written to the chosen lady, whether that's an individual person or the entire church or both. The church that met in her house, unclear. But as we said, written to a lady. The themes are truth, love, and abide. Abiding in truth, abiding in love, truth and love being together. The subject is hospitality, that it should not be extended to those who are false teachers. And the nature of the false teaching that he talks about in this book, in this letter, is the denial that Jesus has come in the flesh. So, and he calls that person Antichrist, the person who believes that Jesus did not come in the flesh. And he gives a stern warning saying, don't give that person a greeting, don't extend them hospitality, don't host them in your home. Just don't. If you do, you are a partaker of their evil deeds. You are a participant, a co-conspirator in the false teaching. You're not, don't be nice to these people. It doesn't mean don't be mean to these. It doesn't mean to be mean to anybody or hateful to anybody, but you cannot extend to someone who is teaching something false about Jesus the same hospitality, cooperation, and participation you give to a brother in Christ who's teaching the truth. Okay, verses 12 and 13. Having many things to write to you, I do not want to do so with paper and ink, but I hope to come to you and speak face to face, that your joy may be full, may be made full. The children of your chosen sister greet you. You can't just read through nonchalantly the goodbye or the hello, for that matter, of any of the New Testament letters. The hellos will always have the themes embedded in them that will be developed for the rest of the book. And the goodbyes always have so much meat, so much evidence, so much historical content that help us to piece together the world of the first century for the church. I don't want to write to you, having many things to write. I don't want to just do so with paper and ink. It's just funny because the word he uses for paper is not papyrus, it's cartes, from which we get our word cartographer, someone who writes on vellum or skins, or you know who is really more associated with calligraphic art than it is with the production of paper. But it does talk about the medium upon which one writes, as a painter uses either board or canvas, and then ink. Of course, that's the word for ink. I want to speak to you face to face. He says exactly the same things in 3rd John. I've got a lot to write. I don't want to just write this down in a letter. I want to speak to you face to face. Almost every translation says face to face, but that's not what the words are. It says mouth to mouth. I want to speak to you mouth to mouth. I think you can understand why translators change that. It sounds like someone is restoring, doing respiratory therapy or something. Like someone is bringing someone back to life. When we say mouth to mouth, we talk about resuscitation, not necessarily speaking face to face. So the notion that he's talking about is speaking face to face. We said that the children of your chosen sister greet you. That's how it ends. The children of your chosen sister. Now, does that mean that John is hanging out with this woman's sister and her nieces and nephews? Or is he talking about the congregation from which he is writing, which I think is more likely, which then makes the chosen lady and her children, makes that reference more likely to mean a congregation and the members of it. So he may be writing to a specific woman who hosts the church in her home, but he's, I think, more so writing to the whole church and telling them not to participate. There's also, as we said, when we studied Philemon, the threat, a little bit of a threat in the promise to visit. I'm not there now. I can't enforce the thing I've told you because I'm not present, but I intend to be. And when I get there, I will know. There's a little bit of that going on there as well. So much we learned in this book. We're going to talk about those themes tomorrow as we conclude our study of the book of 2 John.